opposite end of the spectrum right now on the outside looking in, totally not mathematically eliminated, but we know their chances are slim to none, and none is on his way out the door. The Lakers right now 15 games out of the
Slim's on the way out too.
Yeah, right, no question. When you look at the Lakers and LeBron, who you're going to see on TNT tonight against the Raptors, and LeBron will play, we'll see what type of minutes restriction he does or doesn't have. But the question that I've been hearing, and you're out in L.A., you live there, that we've been hearing is it LeBron not embracing what's going on in the L.A. community with L.A., with the Lakers, or is it more of Laker Nation still either feeling for Kobe or just not embracing the whole LeBron era just yet?
Well, you lose games. When you're not in the playoffs, they don't embrace it. You know, it has nothing to do with him being in the community, has nothing to do with missing Kobe Bryant. You know, the expectation was LeBron James has been in the finals the last 9 years. And they were like, this is going to be another year he's going to take the Los Angeles Lakers to the finals. And his injury has even kept him out of the postseason, you know, missing that many games. And then when he came back, they didn't play well either. So that is the sole reason why you have a disconnect in Los Angeles. Next year, if they're in the playoffs, if they're trying to contend for titles, no one will be talking about this season. It is only about winning championships in Los Angeles. It's the same way we're in March Madness. If North Carolina, Duke, Kentucky, those schools don't win it all, it is not a successful season. Right. That is it. That's the expectation.
But even for the Lakers, who are coming off of a 5-year playoff drought, the worst in franchise history, sure, championships are always what you measure yourself against. But for this team, wasn't it just at the very least, make the playoffs and that drought?
I think it's more when LeBron James walks into the room, because he has taken teams that most would say they don't have the best talent, but they're in the finals. You know, wow, how did they get there? So I think overall the expectation was he was going to be in the Western Conference Finals or the Finals and say, we're going to be the one that's got to fight Golden State, and do we have enough? And that's not the case. You know, they have some really good young talent. We're looking at one now with Kyle Kuzma. But overall, the injury, along with him coming back, and the pressure of the lack of or the not happening of any trades took a toll on his team. And it's obvious. You know, they were playing much better early in the season, much more energy. And when the trade didn't happen and then LeBron comes back all in one, NBA is about buying in. You know, you win 42 games just by playing hard. If you play hard the whole season, you will win 41, 42 games because the talent is pretty much parallel all around. Then when you don't play hard, now you drop it to 30. Then you don't have a strategy and you don't buy in. Now you're in the 20s. And that's what the NBA is about. It's consistent. And if you take talented teams and you play hard and have a system, you're the Golden State Warriors.
Well, a team that's pretty happy to see LeBron in a Laker uniform as opposed to any uniform in the Eastern Conference is the Toronto Raptors, who will be facing tonight. Last 3 years, the Raptors season has come to an end because of LeBron James. Now that LeBron is out in the West, we see Kawhi Leonard come in and how he's been playing. But there's this inconsistency with Kawhi, right, where he's in the lineup, he's out of the lineup, he's playing, he doesn't play the second night of a back-to-back, sometimes he doesn't play the first night of a back-to-back. Are the Raptors now, obviously with LeBron out of the conference, feeling better, but should they feel like they are the favorite or the team to beat in the East?
Well, they would have to argue with Milwaukee, but I would definitely feel that they think, for sure, and I do too, that they are better off by the addition of Kawhi Leonard, just because of the defensive things that he does. You know, as great as DeMar DeRozan is, that was one of the areas that they couldn't stop LeBron on key possessions. And it wasn't anything that, because at times DeMar DeRozan did what he wanted to do offensively. But it was about, can we stop LeBron for 3 or 4 possessions? Can we make it difficult for him? And they couldn't. Can we make it difficult for the Greek Freak? Yes, we can. Can we make it difficult for Kyrie Irving? Yes, we can, because we can actually put him on him too. Can we make it difficult for Ben Simmons? Yes, we can. So before, they had no one that they could say defensively could make it difficult for the other team's best player at that position.
What about the fact that this team has had so many different lineups with Kawhi sitting when he's healthy for load management? Lowry missing time. Is there any chemistry things that you worry about?
No, because they played enough games with him. And when the playoffs start, he won't miss any games.
Right.
He'll play the whole playoffs. You're not going to load management a playoff game or a playoff series. So he's doing this to do that. So he'll be there every day, and you're consistent. Your game plan changes in the playoff. You shorten your rotations. Certain guys are on the floor longer. You get a better, easier rhythm, and you know who you are very quickly when the playoffs start.
Speaking of quick, real quick on this one. With Kawhi being a finals MVP, and I know we have Kyrie who hit one of the biggest, if not the biggest shots in finals history. Is he the player you want to most have on your team in the Eastern Conference playoff race because of Kawhi's experience?
Man.
Got a lot. You got Giannis. You got Embiid.
Yeah, Giannis. You know, I would say I would take Giannis only because, not forget the experience part. He's the most difficult guy to guard in the NBA, and he's the most efficient guy around the rim. So when I need a basket, and if I can get the ball into the paint to him, I'm going to have a 80 to 85% chance that something great is going to happen, not good. So I would still go with Giannis.
A lot of numbers you're throwing out. I like it. It's Pi Day.
Yeah.
That's probably why, right? It's Pi Day.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not.
I don't know what it means. I just know it's 3.1.